In order to organize things in our scene is by grouping things together. And there is multiple reasons for that. One is that it's easier to select things and move around things. The other thing is that sometimes within the geometry that you create a group in order to avoid any changes in your geometry. So let me show you something. So imagine that I want to move this face a little bit up. If I select this face, and say not up but to one direction, you see the whole geometry kind of distorted because I'm moving just that specific face. But if I start to grouping things together, so let me just go here, press the space to get into the selection mode. I'm gonna click on this. I want to select the whole roof surfaces. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna right click here. Remember we did this a couple of videos ago, and I'm gonna select the connected face. And when we have all the connected face, we'll look around, see if we are missing anything. Let's say, for example, I'm missing this face, I'm missing this face, and then I'm gonna right click again, go to the select, and this time I'm gonna select the bounding edge. So I'm gonna select the whole roof area, roof surfaces. Now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna right click and then make a group out of this. So now the whole roof is going to be one object. So if I want to select them, I just click on one of them. It doesn't matter which one. Now let's see if I move this to a different angle, what's going to happen. So if I move it to this direction, or let's say move it to the up, you see that it doesn't affect the rest of the geometry. So it's very important when you are creating things, like for example, window, you can either make it as a component or you can make it as a group, and each of them has different advantages. For the component, you can, when you are adding, like for example, a component to the scene, that provides some additional advantages. If we remember, we can just provide some hole in it, or if we make some change in one component, it can kind of affect the rest of them. Otherwise, it's going to be, if it's group, like for example, this window and this window, if it's group, if I change something here, it doesn't affect the other one. So that's the difference between the group and component. I can make as many as like a group as I want. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go here and I'm going to select the whole geometry that I have and make it as a group. Right click and I'm going to make a group. So now I have this as a group. So let me just go back here. So if I want to edit a group, what I can do is that I can double click on it, and now the group is open. So I can, like, for example, select this, delete this piece, and then double click outside. So now it's another group. So it's basically by clicking, it just open it up and you can start selecting things around and then editing, deleting, or moving things. And then when you want to close it, you can just double click outside and it's going to be closed. If I want to, for example, make a copy of this, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to go to the move tool, click on the move, and then let's say, for example, hold Control and then move make a copy of this, like for example on this direction. And let's say, for example, I can create one group of these two together. So I can just go select these two and then say that I want to make another group. So this is a hierarchy of the group that I create. So if I select this, it's going to be one group again. Click, there will be two groups within that one group. If I click